Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for Grateful Math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math, check that, scroll down to grade 4 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Multiply Fractions. The lessons we're going to cover today are multiply unit fractions by whole numbers using number lines, fractions of a number word problems, fractions of a number, scaling whole numbers by fractions. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. And I'm on grade 4 math. The chapter we're on right now is the multiply fractions. Let's just start with the lesson that is multiply unit fractions by whole numbers using number lines. The model shows the product of 1 by 5 and 6. Complete the multiplication sentence that match the model. So you can see to multiply, count forward by 1 by 5. Count forward how many times? 6 times because you are going to multiply 1 by 5 6 times. So you have to count forward by 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You end up here at 6 by 5. So that means 1 by 5 times 6 is 6 by 5. Let's just start with the test questions. The model shows the product of 9 and 1 over 2. Complete the multiplication sentence that match the model. So 9 times 1 over 2. So 9 times 1 by 2, you have to count 1. You have to count 1 by 2 9 times. So when you start with 1 by 2 9 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you end up on 9 by 2. So the correct option is option number 2, that is 9 over 2. 9 times 1 by 2 is 9 by 2. Option 2 is the correct option. The model shows the product of 1 by 5 and 3. So which is the correct option? That is 1 by 5 times 3 is 3 over 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. You just have to match this model. You can see that end up at 3 by 5. So that is option number 2, 3 by 5 it is. The model shows the product of 4 and 1 by 4. Complete the multiplication sentence that match the model. 4 times 1 by 4 is, that is 4 over 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Model shows the product of 1 by 5 and 4. Complete the multiplication sentence that match the model. So which is the correct option? That is 4 over 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. 1 by 5 times 4 is 4 by 5. The model shows the product of 1 by 5 and 2. Complete the multiplication sentence that match the model. So which is the correct option? 1 by 5 times 2 is 2 by 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 2 by 5. The model shows the product of 1 by 4 and 7. Complete the multiplication sentence that match the model. So 1 by 4 times 7 is, that is 7 over 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is Fractions of a number word problems. Three-fifths of 10 people at the beach are wearing sunglasses. But how many people are wearing sunglasses? You need to find the numbers that are wearing the sunglasses. That is three-fifths of 10. You need to calculate three-fifths of 10. You have to do 3 by 5 times 10. 10 does not have any denominator. That means the denominator is 1. So 10 times 3 is 30. 30 divided by 5. 5 times what number is 30? That is 6. So that means there are 6 people that are wearing sunglasses. The correct option is 6. Let's just start with the test questions. Three-tenths of the 20 cars in the parking lot are blue. How many blue cars are there in the parking lot? So 310 of 20, right? That means you need to calculate 3 by 10 of 20. So 20 times 3 is 60, and 60 divided by 10 is 60 divided by 10 is 6. That means 6 of the cars in the parking are blue. Option number 2 is the correct option. Of the 12 people in line for ice cream, one half want vanilla. How many people want vanilla ice cream? So, of the 12, one half wants vanilla. So, you need to calculate 1 by 2 times 12. You need to calculate half of 12. 12 times 1 is 12, 2 times 1 is 2, that is 6. Can you guys please stop chatting? You guys are here to learn. Please focus on the learning. Stop chatting. So that means 6 of the people wants vanilla ice cream. Just answer the question I'm asking. Option number 1 is the correct option. Of the 8 students in Mrs. Barrett's art class, one half are in sixth grade. How many sixth graders are in Mrs. Barrett's art class? So one half of the 8 you need to calculate. So 1 by 2 times 8. So which is the correct option? That is 8 over 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 4. Option 1 is the correct option. Of the 16 cows on Lee's farm, quarters are brown. How many brown cows are on the farm? That is 3/4 of 16. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 3 is 12. That means 12 of the cows on the farm are brown. The correct option is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. There are 9 houses on Austin Street. 5/9 of them are painted gray. How many gray houses are there on Austin Street? 5/9 of 9 houses. You need to calculate 5 by 9 times 9. So, which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option. That is fine. 5, option 2 is the correct option. Two-fourths of 8 people at the beach were wearing sunglasses. How many people are wearing sunglasses? 8 of 8 people are wearing sunglasses. So 8 times 2 is 16 and 4 times 1 is 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. That means 4 of the people are wearing sunglasses. The correct option is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. One half of the pies at the bakery are apple pies. How many apple pies does the bakery have? So half of the 14 is Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is hold on, I'll back in a while. You can hear me now actually. What is 1/6 of? So you have to calculate 1 by 6 of 12. So you have to multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 12 times 1 is 12 and 6 times 1 is 6. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. That means 1 by 6 of 12 is 2. Let's just start with the test questions. What is half of 8? So you need to calculate 1 by 2 of 8. So 1 by 2 of 8. Just multiply the numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator, right? So you have to do 8 times 1 is 8, 2 times 1 is 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 8 divided by 2 is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 4. Okay, what number is 1 by 6 of 12? Which is the correct option? Who is going to answer? 5 or 2? Let me just try if I can change the name now. I forgot to added the name actually. But is live in language class, then how can she with maths class? Then obviously it's me. Very good. 1 by 6 of 12 is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is 1/5 of 10? So which is the correct option? 1 by 5 of 10 is 1/5 of 10 is 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 2. What number is 1/3 of 15? So which is the correct option? That is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. You have to do 1 by 3 times 15. So basically multiplying fraction is very easy. You just have to multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. If a number does not have any denominator, that means its denominator is 1. So 15 by 3 is that is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. 3 times 5 is 15. So 1/3 of 15 is 5. What is 1/10 of 10? 1/10 of 10 is 1 option. Number 2 is the correct option. That is 1. What is 1/5 of 15, which is the correct option? 1/5 of 15 is 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is scaling whole numbers by fractions. Fill in the blank. 8, the blank, then 8 times 2 by 3. Basically, you are going to put the less smaller root like the less than or the greater than sign over here, right? So 8 times 2 by 3, you are multiplying 8 by a fraction. So when you multiply it by the fraction, 2 by 3 is a fraction that is already less than 1. So 2 by 3 makes 8 a smaller number. So 8 is greater than 8 times 2 by 3. Let's just start with the test questions. 9 times 1 by 3, you have to compare it to 9. So the thing you need to understand over here is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is a fraction, and that is less than 1. When you multiply a whole number that is less than 1, that keep this product smaller. So 9 times 1 by 3 is always less than the whole number. You can multiply and see. Hold on. Let's just do 9 times 1 by 3. So 9 times 1 is 9 and 3 times 1 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. See, then 3 is less than 9, isn't it? Option number 2 is the correct option. Fill in the blank. 8, the blank 8 times 2 by 3. So again, that same thing. 2 by 3 is a fraction that is less than 1, and you are multiplying it by with a 8, so it makes 8 a smaller number. So 8 is greater than 8 times 2 by 3, greater it is. The correct option is greater it is. 6, you have to compare it to 6 times 1 by 5. So whole numbers are always greater than the product of a whole number and a fraction. So 6 is always greater than 6 times 1 by 5. 4 times 1 by 5, you have to compare it to 4. 4 times 1 by 5. So the product of a whole number and a fraction is less than 4. Option number, sorry, greater than 4. 2 times 2 by 4, you have to compare it to 2. So 2 times 2 by 4 is less than 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. 2 times 3 by 4 is less than 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself because it is. So we were working on grade 4 math. The chapter we were working on is multiply fractions. The lessons we have covered today are multiply unit fractions by whole numbers using number lines, fractions of a number word problems, fractions of a number, scaling whole numbers by fractions. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Here it is. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask questions. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? more questions? Okay.